Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's stream. We've got a very special themed stream for you all tonight. And with me is my co-host Kawil, Jinx the Looney Tune. Say hi.
Hello, nurse.
And tonight, in response to the Mandalorian Grogru trailer being released, we are going to take a look first at the trailer, then at a couple of Mandalorian shills and I'm going to host a poll for who we're going to take a look at for trailer breakdowns. Let us see. But first, let us see who is in the chat. Beef Jerky Turkey with I love femboys.
Fanboys.
Where do I end up attracting these kind of people? I don't know. Solar Voludan, welcome to the stream. Hello there, Brandon and Quill. Well, hello, Solar.
Hello, Solar.
And I see other people are most likely popping in. So we've got a lot ahead of us. So let us get right down to it. So first, we are actually going to take Beef Jerky is JJ Plagiarism's burner. Islamic State, welcome to the stream. And do you have any proof that that's the case? Because I need definite proof.
I don't think it is.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised. Fanatic versus YouTube. Well, hello there, Brandon. Welcome to the stream.
Hello there.
Nice profile picture, by the way. What do you mean by burner? I'm guessing it's just a dummy account for him to just go to other streams and be an a-hole to people. Yeah, an alt account, but I do believe he's had alt accounts before. I think I heard that somewhere. So, but I need definite proof before I actually go after him like that. You can drop the proof off in my Discord server. Mecha G75, hello there. No. Hello there. Welcome to the stream, dude. All right. I'm pretty sure more people are going to pop in as the stream gets going. So in the meantime, let's kick things off with our live reaction to the Mandalorian Grogru trailer. Now, I have seen the trailer before when I was watching Raging Rhino cover it. So this is going to be like my second time viewing it. So, but this is going to be Kawil's first.
Yep, this is my first time.
But frankly, it's not like I'm going to be missing much if I don't react to it, because frankly, there's nothing really worth reacting to. But anyway, let us get this over with. And I pray to God that Disney does not copyright claim me again.
If you want, you can mute the audio.
All right, mute the audio. Okay. We're gonna start again. Oh God, this thing! I've seen this. I'm not an alt account. I just didn't think when commenting. You may wanna think next time, dude. Because honestly, I don't know why you would type that. Anyway, let's get this over with. All right, first off, you can see that they already brought back the Razor Crest.
Guys, look, they brought it back. They brought the thing. It's amazing.
Because nothing can stay dead or destroyed in Disney Star Wars.
They killed Cad Bane. Sorry, they killed Cad Bane in the book of Boba Fett, and yet somehow I can imagine they're gonna bring him back.
What?
But sorry, what were you saying?
Nothing. I was speaking to someone off screen. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I'm having a glitch with my. Okay, never mind. Got fixed. All right. So, random planet. And here we go. Our first Grogu shot of him doing something adorable because he's our moneymaker.
I wonder how difficult it is for the puppeteers to animate him while under the sand.
I don't know, and I frankly do not care. I hate this stupid thing.
At
And
least I hope they're not
honestly, like,
suffocating.
nobody gives a darn about Din Djarin. Nobody does. They only care about this stupid, overrated. We need you to help sell our merch.
This is literally The Last of Us, but for Star Wars.
Except The Last of Us had... No, wait, are you referring to the TV show or the games?
Both.
Well, the first game was good, except this wasn't good. The Mandalorian was never good.
No.
Never was, never will be. Glorified Boba Fett-knockoff. Mecha G75. Like I've said, Jaster's legacy will blast that razor crap to Kingdom Come. When the Jaster's legacy can stand a chance, you know you're done for. Then we get a random shot of stormtroopers. Oh, look, guys, it's Babu Frick. Babu Frick.
Yep. Have I ever tell you that it was Steven Spielberg who convinced J.J. Abrams to keep him alive in Rise of Skywalker?
Oh, Steven, why?
Yeah, because he originally... J.J. actually planned to kill him, and once he saw an early cut of the film, he was like, what happened to Babu? I killed him.
Congratulations, Steven. You had a hand in creating one of the worst movies ever to grace cinema screens.
Well, he is also responsible for the downfall of Star Wars. He, after all, was the one who convinced Kathleen Kennedy to hire J.J. Abrams, both in Star Trek and in Star Wars.
Why must every good person just... No, why? I can't have any heroes anymore. I can't have any inspirations. Jaster's legacy was the ship Jango had before Slave One. Am I right? Yes, you are right. It's displayed in the Star Wars Bounty Hunter video game. I highly recommend you play it. It's awesome. As someone who interviewed a fake fan, this is confirmed that nobody cares about dumb jarhead. You mean disgrace the screen. Nice. Mecha G75. That is nice. We get Babu Frick, and then we get another Baby Yoda shot, like a few seconds right at... Like 11 seconds after the first Baby Yoda shot.
They gotta put him in everywhere to sell merchandise.
Baby Yoda is like the only thing that made the Mandalorian famous, not even the title character himself. Random person, more Baby Yoda shenanigans.
Yeah, the random person is Sigourney Weaver. She's going to appear in the next Avatar movie playing one of the main character's daughters.
I've never seen Avatar, so I don't care.
That's fine.
Doomcock has been dead silent since this trailer dropped. Raptor 900, welcome to the stream. And I mean, to be fair, Doomcock he's an embarrassment, so makes sense that he would just hide. He should stay hot. He should stay hidden. He should just shut up.
Yeah, I never really liked Doomcock even before the Disney buyout, and honestly, I never really... all those videos that he made about how Kathleen Kennedy's about to be fired, I'm like, dude, she's not gonna get fired. Let it go.
I'm still surprised anyone actually fell for that the last time it went around. The logo for the Mandalorian Grogru looks like a ripoff of the Indiana Jones. I mean, for some reason it was giving me Jungle Cruise vibes, but I can totally see it ripping off Indiana Jones because, of course.
I can already see the reactions of this movie saying, this feels more like an Indiana Jones 5 than an actual Star Wars movie.
And you don't want to be Indiana Jones 5. Also, there's like absolutely there's not really any dialogue in this trailer. Random money shots.
Random CGI effects.
Oh, hang on real quick. I think somebody pointed out that these most likely are going to be vulture droids.
Of course, because Dave Filoni is like, hey,
Like,
we gotta
how the
add
heck are separatist
droids.
Confederacy of Independent System droids still active? They're supposed to be shut down.
Yeah. Well, if this is connected to Star Wars Rebels, there's an episode of season 3 where some battle droids did not they refused to shut down. And
Refuse. They don't have a choice. They get shut down. That's not up to them.
yeah, that's true, but there is actually a separatist droid commander who is like, no, that's a Republic trick. Don't listen to them.
And then
I,
I think I saw the clip at some point, and the droids just get killed off extremely easily.
yeah, by stormtroopers. I think the episode's called "The Last Battle" in season 3.
Well, it doesn't matter. That show sucks. Balls. So you should check out Scruffy Looking Nerf Herder's video about it if you haven't already, chat. Them being secretive is suspicious to say the least. Who's them?
I think it's Lucasfilm being secretive about this movie.
In the Essential Readers Companion, I saw a picture of Luke and Mara fighting droidicas. Dang, I do remember reading a section of that from one of the novels where Luke fights a droidica. I can't remember, but I heard like they were like an extremely rare supply.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Yeah, because by that point, a large majority of the battle droids have been destroyed by the Empire when when the Empire formed. And if anybody wants to see battle droids, they would either see a small collection of them working as servant droids to some Imperial rich people, or some that are located in a I think on a warehouse somewhere.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know why you would want to bring back battle droids. They were effectively not the greatest.
No.
More Baby Yoda shots. Zeb.
I think that shot is CGI.
We got Zeb, by the way.
Oh yeah, I think is he voiced by Steve Bloom, the guy from Rebels?
I think so. Poor Steve Bloom. Chase Hedge 67. I'm not watching it, and you very well should not watch this abomination. To think that this is going to be the first, well, I hesitate to call it a Star Wars movie because the last Star Wars movie was in 2005. It's been 20 years since the last Star Wars movie. More random action shots. I heard people saying this random hut is going to be Rhoda from the Clone Wars movie.
No, it's actually confirmed. It is true, and he's gonna be voiced by one of the main actor from the Hulu series The Bear. But I don't know if he's gonna be voicing him in Huttese or in English, or should I say basic?
Of course. Funnily enough, funny that it took Dave Filoni this long to finally reference that character or that abomination of a film.
I mean, he did appear in one more episode in Clone Wars Season 3.
Of course he did. Arrgh! This is so stupid. This random droid that just look like a bunch of piles of crap. Like, what is this?
It looks like several droid pieces put together, and here you go. Here's your super droid.
Oh, congratulations. You almost made an ugly. But uglies looked a lot better than this. And they're uglies. They're supposed to look terrible on purpose. This is... Of course, we got to get that stupid tagline.
This is the way.
This is the way we killed the franchise. This is the way we killed the franchise. This is the way we killed the franchise. We're losing money fast.
If they ever reveal that the budget of this movie is $200 million, I will not believe them in the slightest.
I don't think it's gonna make that. I don't think it's gonna make its money back. Like, none of the shills are excited for it. except the really stupid ones like J.I. Acob.
Go back.
Uh-huh. What'd you see?
Stop it there. They literally stole this shot from a Ralph McQuarrie painting of Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, they did not. They no.
Yes,
Are you telling me they
yes.
stole from Ralph McQuarrie?
Oh yes. If you
Oh,
want, you can look into the artwork of the Empire Strikes Back Ralph McQuarrie artwork. This is literally this is literally that painting in quote unquote live action.
hang on, give me a second to look this up. There is no way that.
It's the AT&T artwork with the snow speeder surround um rolling the wire to move to close up his legs. Except obviously it's not the snow speeder, it's the Razor Crest 2.0.
Oh boy. Of course, we have to. Is there any part of Disney Star Wars that hasn't been ripped off or terrible? I think we all know the answer to that question. Also, I heard people saying these effects look terrible. They don't look great to me, frankly.
Well, that's industrial lighting magic for you when working on a very small budget.
This doesn't even look like Star Wars font.
No, it isn't.
It's like a puke green. It look like this doesn't look. This doesn't look like. This doesn't look like it fits Star Wars. This doesn't even look like something that would belong to a fan project.
Or even Indiana Jones.
It doesn't look like Indiana Jones. No. Indiana
No.
Jones looks way better than this.
At least try to have the Mandalorian word be colored silver. But no, they had to make it all green for Grogu.
Not to mention, once again, they just gave up and made the Star Wars logo just plain corporate white. It's no longer gold. It's no longer silver. It's not even fiery orange anymore. Jedi Prime, welcome to the stream, man. Been a while. Like, where's the gold? I missed the gold, the silver.
I would have taken it purple. At
That's
least
a
that
random.
would at least it would have been at least it would have some color in it.
Forged in IMAX. Oh, congratulations. I can watch terribleness while experiencing it in the best way possible.
This is going to be like that TV show Inhumans for Marvel, only somehow this is going to rival Inhumans.
Oh, great. More money. Another Baby Yoda shot, because like this doesn't have dialogue. This is a terrible trailer. It has no It had no dialogue to convey what the plot's going to be. We have no idea who the villain's going to be. It's just random shots stitched together.
Even the Superman trailer that was released over a year ago several months ago, had some semblance of what the movie was going to be about. It was a minute long. It was a minute longer, but at the very least, there was some consistency.
What are your thoughts on Zendaya and Ned Leeds returning in Spider-Man Brand New Day? I really hated it. Well, there goes any reason to watch No Way Home then. I mean, frankly, why would you? That movie was a hype film, and the hype's dead now. Either way, that movie was going to be terrible.
The only reason I would even watch Brand New Day is because of the rumors that I heard that Florence Pugh, who's going to be the new Black Widow, is going to be in that movie. And supposedly it's going to and supposedly it's going to connect to Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I even heard rumors that Tobey Maguire was seen was seen on the movie set.
Oh no. I'm probably going to have to watch it for the sake of reviewing it and pissing off the Spider-Man fandom once again with my fact spitting. I'm already public enemy number one over there. I really am like Spider-Man. It's just Baby Yoda crap. Yes, it is. It's basically, again, the entire show relied on Baby Yoda. They needed Baby Yoda for the show. So it's going to be the same with this movie. Zendaya is a mediocre actress.
I had to agree to disagree, but I understand if you think that way.
She's all right. Definitely was a terrible MJ though, because she's not even MJ.
Well, well, she wasn't supposed to be MJ, but the backlash that Spider-Man Homecoming had was so massive that they were like, "Oh no, we just call her MJ as a homage. She's not actually Mary Jane." And even Zendaya actually wanted to dye her hair red to be like, "Yes, I am playing MJ. In fact, I can even dye my hair red if you want to." But no, Hollywood nowadays has this really sickly obsession of making beautiful women look normal or even average and not really represent the characters that they're supposed to be.
Not to
Even
mention the
Rosario,
not to mention the
say what?
bizarre coincidence that every single redhead in fiction has been race swapped.
Yeah, even Rosario Dawson, bless her heart, convinced Dave Filoni to give her blue contact lenses when playing Ahsoka.
Filoni couldn't even be bothered to try at first. He actually had to be convinced. And this is
Yeah,
his waifu we're talking about.
dude, if you have a waifu, at least be respectful to the character to how she looks like. Don't you can't always let the actor convince you. You have to do the convincing to them. The
Even
actors
though
are
I,
there to serve.
yeah. I mean, I'll give
What?
Rosario Dawson credit, even though she plays a character that I still want to strangle. Or no, even better, engage in a lightsaber duel, Anakin and Asajj Ventress style from the Micro
That's
series,
that's better.
which ends with me like grabbing one of her lightsabers and just slamming it down repeatedly until the ground breaks beneath her and she's sent flying into the void.
No, no, don't send her to a void. Send her to a pit of volcano lava.
Mustafar it is then.
Yeah, because even in a void, there you're basically giving her a chance to escape or even,
All right,
you
because
know,
Asajj Ventress survived that.
yeah.
I heard that the stupid rumors. I heard the Hulk's going to be the villain in it. I heard the stupid rumors that Hulk's the reason he killed Peter's parents because bloody. Oh god, I would have taken the idea that they were agents of Shield. It was silly, but come on.
Okay, that is ridiculous.
The reason redheads get race swapped a lot is because the instructions say cast a ginger, but the guys are dyslexic.
Dyslexic. Oh my god.
How did Venture survive the duel on Yavin 4? I guess
Well,
she
they
got
never
lucky.
actually, yeah, they never actually explain it.
I don't know. I mean, it's not implausible that she couldn't survived. I mean,
She does have the force, so she could basically use the force to basically slow her fall. But obviously she's gonna get injured, but it's not the type of injuries that would put her on a cast for 6 months.
well, to be fair, they were also fighting on. They also, they were on Yavin 4, which, as we all know, was a planet ruled by the Sith at one point. And you had Exar Kun who was sleeping in one of the temples. So chances are maybe that happened. Arachnid Youth, welcome to the stream for the very first time, stopping by on my break.
It's kind of ironic that a planet that was used to be controlled by the Sith would eventually become the stopping ground for the Rebel Alliance.
And later, Luke's Jedi Order.
Though to be fair, it kind of makes sense why the Empire wouldn't check it, because I could be wrong, but I imagine some Sith super weapon is strong with the dark side of the Force that it wouldn't allow Palpatine or Vader to sense the rebels. Hence why probably the Empire thought, oh, there's nothing on this planet, don't check it out.
Or
And
maybe
wouldn't
they
you
just
know it,
didn't or maybe they just didn't think to look. Galaxy's a big place.
Yeah.
I should mute my phone. Okay, and check. And I would have imagined XR couldn't having Double AA, welcome to the stream, dude. Hail and howdy chat. Hail double AA and howdy. All right, let's move on to the next video on our list. And I was dreading, I'm not looking forward to doing this because I actually like this guy for some of his other videos. Almighty Lowly with The Mandalorian is super good. This was 5 years ago. Did not want to have to cover this guy. Mr. Grizzly and Darth Melvin are roasting the big Star Wars fans. So are we. Except we're doing it a bit differently. Suffer not the shill to live. All right. Let's get into this. This is 8 minutes long.
I'm really liking The Mandalorian so far.
And right there, and with those words, you get yourself a Star Wars fan.
That was very fast.
Goodbye.
Disney Plus has finally launched and is already walking back some outright bizarre mistakes.
Bizarre mistakes. Well, that's what you get when you're run by literal clowns.
The flagship series they're hoping to rope everybody in on is the new Star Wars show, The Mandalorian. Now, full disclosure, I have not subscribed to Disney Plus, and I'll explain why later.
I'll give you a little bit of credit for that. At least you didn't sub to Disney Plus. Okay.
But right now, I want to gush about this show for a little bit.
Oh, no. He's going to gush.
I wonder how he was watching it on a different website if he's not subscribed to Disney Plus.
He sailed the 7 seas.
Arrgh.
Yeah.
Mandalorian follows the adventure of the title character, who is never named, as he works as a bounty hunter in a post-Empire galaxy.
A shallow
really?
Boba Fett.
I didn't notice.
I heard a rumor like 2 years ago that the show was a prequel focusing on Boba. Very funny that it happened to mention Boba Fett. You know, the character that they ripped off for this.
And to think that they were actually planning a Boba Fett movie, and he honestly would have been better if he was the main character of this show, as opposed to just this nameless character.
I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't be that much better because this is Disney Star Wars we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
My friends are unironically saying MCU MJ is actually Mary Jane, except you need to get some better friends then. Dear Lord.
In the MCU is Michelle Jones Watson. And, just MJ because she doesn't like her father for some reason.
Because even though she's not MJ, they're totally relating her to MJ.
Hell, even the official credits of No Way Home still has their name as MJ, not as Michelle Jones Watson.
At first, I thought this was supposed to be some kind of prequel show focusing on Boba Fett, but this is an entirely different dude, and this is taking place after the events of the original trilogy.
Different dude, but way worse than the main man himself.
5 years after Return of the Jedi.
It's sort of acting as a bridge between the old and the new one. It feels very much like it's inspired by the Sergio Leone spaghetti westerns, which is fucking hype, honestly. I love.
I would say it still sucks because it barely manages to be a western. It's a series of video game fetch quests.
Hell, the entire series was shot on a soundstage with moving backgrounds, so it was literally a video game stage.
Lovely.
Of the Dollars trilogy, and Pedro Pascal plays the Mandalorian similar to how Clint Eastwood played off the Man with No Name. Very quick to the draw, and is quite clear that he's not very heroic.
Nowadays, Pedro Pascal, I don't think he's playing the character nowadays, because basically from the stuff that I've been reading, it's always his two stunt doubles playing Mando, and he's just coming in to dub the character's voice. At least in the HBO series The Last of Us, he's actually working out and doing his hardest to play the character of Joel, and it looks like he's actually having fun playing the character. Because in Mandalorian, he's not even playing the character at all. He's just dubbing him in post production.
Honestly, I don't give a crap. Pedro Pascal is a piece of shit.
And way too overused. Guy, my guy, you had $8 billion on your bank account, all right? You can retire for at least 8 years before you can.
Please, dude, get away from the women. Arachne Eve. That was their mistake, trying to connect it to new movies. Dude, Disney Star Wars was screwed right from the get-go. I'm sorry, but even connecting it to the new movie, like even if they did not connect it to the new movies, Disney Star Wars was doomed to fail. The Mandalorian is an insult to your spaghetti westerns. Hey, Captain Phoebus, welcome to the stream. I would not know Solar. For whatever reason, my dad had the Kenobi novel, but we can't seem to find it for some reason. We found the dust jacket, but we haven't found the actual novel itself for some reason. We don't know where it is.
Is the Kenobi novel set in between episodes 3 and 4?
Yes.
No. Okay, so it talks about his journey of how he became Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, and it has him fighting as Sharad Het.
Okay, does he also kill other people in that novel as well? Because I imagine protecting Luke throughout the time, he would have to do some not so good things in the name of the Jedi Order for sense.
The Last of Us kind of wasted Pedro. I wanted Hugh Jackman, but they went with Pedro, and they severely toned Joel down in the TV series. Khalil, I'll let you take this one because I have no experience.
Okay, I never actually heard of Hugh Jackman, wanting to play Joel, even though that would have been also a good choice. But at least with Pedro, he was obviously one of the people considered, and he actually did this interview where he talked about, he was considering talking to his sister on whether or not he should take this role, and he was literally like, it was like, it's called The Last, and he couldn't even finish it before his two nephews was like, The Last of Us! And he was like, yep, nope, I had to do this. And also Bella Ramsey, who also worked with him on Game of Thrones, the two of them never actually met for the first time when making the TV show. They literally met the exact same day they started shooting.
Bella Ramsey, the actress who looks like she has a face that was stung by a beehive full of bees.
Yeah. But as for toning him down, I don't know. I think it was a mixture of the Joel from the game and obviously something else. But I wouldn't exactly say he was toned down because they still make sure that the character of Joel is very violent, at least violent for an HBO series.
Bella should not have been casted as Ellie. I mean,
no, and I actually seen photos of other actresses who actually looks like Ellie from the video games.
I remember. It's a husband and wife shill couple. I saw this when Mr. Grizzy. The husband actually agreed because someone on their video or someone recommended a different actress, and he said she looks like him, and the wife was screeching that she looked nothing like Ellie, and it was funny as hell.
All right, let's continue.
Get 3 coffins ready. Huh?
The Mandalorian wishes he could be this cool.
He also wishes to have 4 Oscars under his belt.
Or to be, anything like Boba Fett. I saw a Boba Fett fan film that did the character way more justice than The Mandalorian could ever do, or Disney in general.
I always try to stay away from Star Wars fan films, but yeah, I have to agree. Most of them, I can say, are actually better than what Disney Star Wars is making.
I usually don't watch fan projects that much anymore, but for Star Wars, I've seen like a couple. Usually, if I hear that they're pretty good, or they're trying to do adaptations of the expanded universe and they don't screw it up. Looking at you, Jar Jar Jargon.
My mistake. More coffins.
Yeah, this guy doesn't look anything. This guy doesn't. Mandalorian doesn't act anything.
He's
like
violent, cold-blooded, and in 2 episodes alone, kills at least 30 people. I mean,
oh yeah, Boba Fett disintegrates his victims. How's that for violent? Dude, Boba Fett literally beats the crap out of Jodo Cast and then pumps him full of nerve toxin and gives him 2 vials, and he basically just left him to die. It wasn't even like, he tells him that, one of these is the antidote for the nerve toxin. If you manage to figure out which one it is quickly enough before your jetpack explodes, you can live. And when Dengar says to Boba that he was surprised that he was giving Jodo Cast a chance, there's an explosion, and then Boba says, I didn't. That is cold-blooded. That is violent. That is Boba Fett. That is not the Mandalorian in any circumstance.
And unless you want to discount Jawas, because, Jawas aren't people. Anyway, this is pretty...
Jawas are humanoids. Houdini!
Unique for Star Wars.
Even if they're not humans, they're still people. And I mean,
sorry, your mic's kind of wonky.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're better. You're better.
Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Okay. Shoot! I got rid of the comments. We're back.
Story. Star Wars before this always focused on black and white morality. You either
that was the whole point.
Or a good boy.
I mean, to be fair, we had the expanded universe, which focused on more than just black and white.
Yeah, they would literally show you anti-heroes, anti-villains. It basically is showing you the murky ground.
I mean, Boba Fett literally is morally gray. He doesn't care anyway unless he just gets paid.
He doesn't.
To him, it's all about the job.
Yeah, he doesn't do a mess unless he's paid big money to do a big mess.
I mean, hell, the reason the guy doesn't even work for the rebellion is because he thought they were going to lose, not because he just genuinely hated them.
And even if he did work with them, they wouldn't have the money to keep him around.
Boba Fett is not cheap.
No.
But that's what you get when you hire the best of the best.
Or an edgy fuck. It wasn't until KOTOR 2 that the idea of moral ambiguity actually became a thing. Sure.
I mean, yeah, and KOTOR 2 is pretty well renowned for it. Also, yeah, this guy actually is aware of the expanded universe.
I wonder if he's
Rogue One
read a couple of novels out of it.
Tried to bring this back, but Kathleen Kennedy gutted it before it could even really explore this in depth. Luckily, The Mandalorian hasn't had this problem. It's just...
it still sucks.
Even if you make something good or even decent at Disney Star Wars, whatever they make in the future is just gonna bring it down to the toilet.
I mean, even if they, by some miracle, make something good, it doesn't matter because Disney Star Wars is just so broken. There's no point. Especially since we all know what's going to happen. It doesn't matter if you do anything good with Luke because we all know what's going to happen to Luke. Doesn't matter if you do anything good with Han because we all know what happens to Han. Doesn't matter if you do anything good with the Empire because we all know what happens to the Empire. It's just like there's no point.
No.
Nobody really gets a happy ending in Disney Star Wars except for their own crappy OCs that nobody likes.
And also, I don't think it's even broken. It's more like shattered.
But this ain't shattered glass, son. KOTOR 2 and the Old Republic handled the gray morality angle better than Disney. Reason why is because evil was still evil no matter what excuses were made. I mean, that's pretty much the case. I remember when Rogue One came out, we saw Diego Luna in the commercials and thought, wait, it's the guy from those annoying commercials, because at the time he starred in a couple of commercials. In Mexican TV, I mean. Yeah, and then the guy had to go ahead and open his stupid mouth and make himself look like a retard. Couldn't see yourself until you were on screen. Shut up. It's the Miles Morales syndrome all over again.
Unapologetically badass story in a Star Wars setting.
Is the story of Mandalorian badass? Because I don't think so. It's nonstop cameos and filler. It's video game fetch quest. And when you tried to make Boba Fett look like a badass, you failed because you couldn't even let Tamora Morrison get in shape. You didn't give him time.
And hell, they couldn't even make a Boba Fett show because they only produced 4 episodes. Then, from what I heard, production was a mess, and they had to resort to using 3 episodes of The Mandalorian to try to make 7 episodes out of the book of Boba Fett.
What is wrong with Disney? Okay, to be fair, when I asked the question, what is wrong with Disney Star Wars, I'm pretty sure I would be stuck listening to reasons for an entire month because there are so many issues. But it's like, what? How is it such a production mess? There's all sorts of different things, like different projects are getting announced and failed. You had the announcement trailer for Patty Jenkins' Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie. That has basically vanished into the ether. There was the fact
Taika bring it back.
Yeah, well, it sucks because Patty Jenkins made Wonder Woman in 1984 so no one's excited. No. And again, Disney Star Wars, so yeah. Darth Ghostface, welcome to the stream. Hey, Brandon just got here from Grizzy Stream with Darth Melvin. The Mandalorian Grogru is dead on arrival. As it should be.
I really don't want to explain what happens in the plot in depth because you guys need to go in blind and experience it yourselves.
Do not encouraging people to go watch Disney Star Wars. That's another major strike against you, dude.
Yeah.
No, what happened to you? I liked you. You're the reason I got into Dead Rising, lowly.
Maybe he had to make some money out of his YouTube channel, and he felt talking about Disney Star Wars was his paycheck.
Well, that plan backfired because his entire channel's monetization is nuked. Patty Jenkins dropped the ball with Wonder Woman 1984. Yeah. We will not watch any more Disney Star Wars stuff. No, us real Star Wars fans are of a much more sophisticated breed. We instead engage with the Star Wars expanded universe,
and
which is the greatest thing.
Films.
Which is the greatest fiction ever given to us by Western entertainment. At least in my opinion. I mean, yeah, we got Transformers and we've got DC and we got Marvel, classic DC and Marvel. So, but Star Wars trumps them all. Jordan Star Wars, welcome.
I wonder if once they release the Mando Grogu movie, that it somehow makes even less money than Solo.
Hashtag Solo lost money. And then next we're going to say hashtag Mando lost money.
Yeah.
All I will say is this. Imagine Sergio Leone directed a Star Wars movie that was based on Lone Wolf and Cub. If you don't know what any of those words mean, good. You'll get a blind first viewing. The creator...
I felt nothing when it came to the Mandalorian. And again, people say like the whole Luke Skywalker scene at the end was worth it. It wasn't, because we all know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Literally
the first thing I said after I finished that episode was, okay, but Does that mean Grogu's gonna die in The Last Jedi?
They did not think that one through.
Which is why they had to retcon it in the Book of Boba Fett, which again was meant to be an episode of Mando season 3 before the Boba Fett fiasco happened. Which is also another reason why Tamora Morrison doesn't want to touch anything Star Wars until Disney patched things out with him.
The CGI Luke in The Mandalorian is still Jake Skywalker. Yeah, I also heard he wasn't exactly happy with how the Book of Boba Fett turned out because it wasn't him doing bounty hunter stuff.
The show, Jon Favreau clearly has a lot of legitimate love for Star Wars.
Didn't Jon Favreau literally say he hated George Lucas? Or something to that effect. Chat, am I remembering it correctly? Didn't Jon Favreau once say he hated George Lucas? Because if you hate George Lucas, I don't know how the hell you can like Star Wars.
Well, even if he did hate Star Wars, at least George Lucas was happy enough to hire him to voice Pre Vizsla in Clone Wars.
I mean, wait, was that the micro series or TCW?
The Clone Wars.
Oh, no. Okay, frankly, I wouldn't be happy if my voice was stuck in that atrocity.
Maybe George Lucas did that on purpose as a way to as a fuck you to him.
Okay. Oh, Darth Ghostface. I could be misremembering that though. I hope Grogu dies in the Mando and Grogu movie. I wanted to see the GAPs cry their eyes out. I don't know what a GAP is. You're gonna have to remind me of that, but that's gonna be a new acronym.
No, I don't think they're going to kill him, especially since if this is connected to Rise of Skywalker, and they have confirmed that they put the Racer Quest in the Rise of Skywalker during the Battle of Exegol.
Oh no. I think they also inserted the Outrider too. Grogu attracted person. Okay. Oh yeah, people are creepy for that baby. These shills should not be allowed near children or allowed to go outside.
I was one of the Comic Cons last August, and one of the people dressed up in their anime costumes literally brought a baby Yoda backpack.
Oh god. Yeah, I went to a Comic Con and I saw someone dressed as Rey. How the hell that person didn't get mobbed, I have no idea.
Well, at least Rey is not that annoying for you to pull your head out, and it's actually somewhat likable.
No, she isn't.
In the case of, well, I know, but to some people, she's somewhat tolerable.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure everybody hates Rey.
All right. Let's continue.
You know, shills like Jacob Suggs. Ooh. Yeah, I am definitely convinced that he's going to.
The new movies avoided the extended universe like the plague and only really ripped off the original trilogy. And
how hard is it to call it the expanded universe? You're so close and yet so far. How hard is it to say expanded universe, chat?
It's not that hard of a word, and yet somehow it feels like you're gonna get put into exile if you say it completely. The Star Wars expanded universe. It's not that hard.
Daisy is hot though. Maybe that's what Khalil meant. Oh yeah, right. She did that swimsuit thing a while back, a couple months ago.
I mean, she is really beautiful.
Yeah, she's all right. I mean, to be fair, I personally like blondes more, but I'm not against anyone else. I'm not against people with other hair color, but still, she's all right. If I saw someone cosplaying as Rey, I would die from cringe. Ouch. Daisy isn't that attractive. I mean, to be fair, I try to separate actor from character for the most part. But she's average. if you ask me.
Badly at that, but Favreau was more than willing to add in nods and references that actually felt natural to the story.
No, they didn't. They felt like nostalgia bait. Key jingling. And frankly, to have anything from the expanded universe in Disney Star Wars makes me want to march over there and thrash every single one of them. You know, go all Asajj Ventress on Yavin and just send them flying with the Force.
Unless, of course, they brought in Ahsoka and Rey and all their favorite female characters from Disney Wars.
Then I'm breaking out micro series General Grievous. Because he would eradicate them in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, the fact a Mandalorian is even in a Star Wars story in 2019 is pretty shocking.
Except it's based off TCW Mandalorians, not the actual Mandalorians. If Ray cosplayer and I was cosplaying an EU character, I'd say, "Fear the nice cannon." I would love it if we actually started doing that and we discouraged people from ever cosplaying as a Disney Star Wars character ever again. That would be hilarious. The Mandalorian was filled with key jingling. And frankly, even then, it would be their fault if they decided to get offended.
And if you don't know what a Mandalorian is, assuming you're a newbie to Star Wars or only really watched the movies and didn't look into the extended universe.
I mean, you had Boba Fett, dude, and Jango.
Basically, imagine space Spartans that worship God.
Oh, no! You had to bring up an image from that show.
I told you.
No! Almighty lowly, why? Why must you betray me like this? I've been betrayed, chat. I've been betrayed live on camera. If you cosplay as a Disney Star Wars character, you're retarded. TCW is the bane of my existence. Disney Star Wars is the bane of my existence. Modern Disney is the bane of my existence.
At least the TV show has a good quote from Darth Sidious. You know the price of failure, or should I say betrayal.
I'd still turn my back on it because I'm a purist when it comes to Star Wars, first and foremost. I love the 6 films in expanded universe too much to ever dare to throw it all away. Beware the tourist, the fence rider, the Disney shill. It honestly just makes me want to cry just how many fence riders there are out there. Because they're honestly worse than the shills. Because at least with the shills, you can't take them seriously. You know they're bought and paid for. Or they want to be bought and paid for.
Not kidding, they're actually pretty fucking cool.
No, sorry.
No, you said something?
No, sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Now, Jon Favreau is a director I've enjoyed for a while. He's the man behind the Iron Man movies when they were actually good, and
as in the first movie?
has a pretty great film he directed that's not tied to the MCU called Chef, which is highly recommended. He's also responsible for the Lion King remake,
which was terrible.
Oh, he also did Elf.
I saw like parts of Elf. I don't think I've seen the movie the whole way through.
Well, we're getting closer to Christmas. Maybe this is your chance to see it. It's a good film. It's a good movie.
Well, this is also going to be the year I finally watch the forbidden fruit of Star Wars projects. Yeah, I'm watching the holiday special.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And I'm going to run right into its arms because it will be far better than anything Disney can make.
Well,
I think I'll be the only Star Wars fan in history who will say, I gladly watched the holiday special.
Well, if you are gonna watch it, I'm just gonna point out that Luke Skywalker looks like that because of his car accident.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
And Carrie Fisher acts like that because she was high on drugs. Literally.
Fits what I've heard of Carrie Fisher. The Star Wars Holiday Special is one of the worst movies of all time.
It's not even a movie.
And yet it miraculously not only contributed a lot to Star Wars, it also is far better than anything Disney Star Wars can make. It's like a piece of history. The animated segment, a concert scene, are like, I heard like the B. Arthur segment was actually pretty good too. Unless that's what you're trying to refer to.
Yeah, that's what he was referring to. Also,
Okay.
The special is the reason why people even bother knowing Boba Fett in the first place.
Yeah, the animated segment with Boba Fett is the only thing that is good about the holiday special. I've actually seen that segment, but I'm going to watch it the whole way through because I can't consider it's part of my collection. My uncle managed to get me a copy of it, and I will watch it.
Weird, because George Lucas has been doing everything he can to ensure that special remain destroyed.
My uncle is gifted. It's a part of Star Wars history. And as the Star Wars mega fan that I wish to be, it is part of my collection.
It would be a fine addition to
my collection.
But I'm not holding that.
Also, Mecha G75, welcome back to the stream. And congratulations on ordering a classic Boba Fett Lego figure. I wish I was that lucky.
That must have cost a fortune.
And to think I'm spending a fortune on Transformers right now and the expanded universe.
Against him in the slightest. That was on Disney. The guy clearly loves what he does and wants everything he makes to be as good as possible.
I don't know. His Disney Star Wars stuff sucks. And that is not a subjective opinion. That is objective. Suck it. Any shill lurkers in the chat.
Possible. And if The Mandalorian stays at the same quality as these first two episodes, we could...
That aged poorly. Screw this show. Oh, look, a Quarren.
be getting some phenomenal shit. All the bad that...
Phenomenal. Chat, would you describe The Mandalorian as phenomenal?
No, I wouldn't.
was in the new trilogy is balanced out by how hype this show is.
Nothing balances out the sequels. The Disney trilogy. Nothing. Nothing balances out destroying the heroes of generations. Nothing balances out ruining the story that George Lucas spent so many years of his life crafting. Nothing balances out ruining movies that changed cinema forever. Nothing. Lord Salacious, welcome to the stream. What's up? We are taking a look at someone who thinks The Mandalorian was pretty good. Phenomenal at being ass. Mecha G75 just coming out with those burns, man. Dang. He's savage.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Well, the new...
It's not. What about you, Khalil? Do you think it's perfectly balanced?
No, it was never balanced.
Feel free to chip in anytime, man.
New movies suffer from what I like to call nothing is serious writing. You know what I'm talking about, the type of dialogue and writing where every 5 minutes there's a terrible joke or some quip that breaks the tension.
AKA Modern Marvel. Example just right here.
I think he was also referring to the prequels.
The prequels did not have that issue.
No, but I wouldn't surprise him. He was using them as a quote unquote example.
I don't think so. He doesn't hate the prequels, as far as I am aware.
He thinks he failed, which of course he did. But you know, there's a lot of that going around, ain't there?
Honestly, into this exact second, I thought you were Build-A-Bear.
Maybe I am. Maybe I
I mean, to be fair, the Superman movie also suffered from this exact same issue. And so much more.
No one fucking asked you, you fucking cocksucker.
This show is very
Oh, good. Red Letter Media. I still cannot wait to tackle you guys.
One of my
Perfectly
enemies.
unbalanced so much that it broke the scale. Dude, how are you this savage? What the hell? What the hell is this? I wish I knew, Darth Ghostface. I really wish I knew.
No. You literally said it. This is hell.
Gay Letter Media. I probably for members only video. I will be going after their prequel takes as well, since Anomaly Inc. is taking forever to get around to it.
Well, it's because he has a fiance, and the video that he's making. Well, he says he's 65% finished with the video, but he told me on Discord he was gonna take a little time, so he's gonna divide it into more parts. It was originally meant to be 4 episodes, but now it's gonna be 6. Huh? Kind of like the George Lucas films.
Too bad that guy likes TCW though.
Maybe at first, but if I ask him again, I think he probably dislikes it even. I don't know.
I
have to
sure
ask
hope
him.
so. Because that guy
He's
actually
what-
has done a load of good for us.
Yeah.
The guy who loves fake Star Wars is really delusional. Oh, right. If Superman couldn't make it, then Mando and Grogu definitely won't. It's just so sad that movies aren't just making the money like they used to anymore. No one cares.
Well, it's because Hollywood has been giving them reasons not to care. With giving them subpar movies that don't even try, or what's the word I'm looking for? Conditioning. They're conditioning people into hoping that the movie that they're seeing would make $1 billion.
It's brainwashing.
Yeah, or even have some of their films on streaming.
Honestly, the only movie I'm even remotely excited for is Michael Bay's new Transformers movie when he gets around to making it. Mr. Plinkett from Red Letter Media recently made a new Star Wars video where he actually tore down the original trilogy to uplift Andor and the Acolyte. What?
I like to rip that video apart, Brandon.
Oh, you
Wow,
can
so
bet your
even
ass
this
I'll
OT
rip it
fan-
apart. That fake,
Wow,
those
so
fake,
even this
that fake
OT
fan has it coming.
So even that OT fanatic is taking down the movies that he claimed to love just to make 2 stupid Disney Star Wars shows look like masterpieces.
Apparently. And so the mask is torn off. And he will not be saved from my wrath.
No one is.
A guy who loves fake Star Wars is overdosing on copium. Yes, he is. I would love to have that. If I could ever have that guy live on stream, I would love to show him every single time the Acolyte breaks canon, and I would love to see him try and defend it. Oh no, don't dial back the savagery, dude. Keep it coming. It's helping me get through this. It's helping Kawil get through this. Retard losers and morons. RLM for short. Hey, nice one. You're also delivering.
I also call in retarded light and magic.
There's no magic when it comes to those idiots.
Exactly. That's why I said retarded.
They're not even funny. Michael
Even-
Bay is a hack. I mean, he did make, in my opinion, the best Transformers movie out there, so. Well, he made 2 great Transformer movies. The first one
and the
in
third
Dark
one.
of the Moon. Mr. Blanket has been into Disney Matrix since 1999. He's one of the pioneers. Let's continue.
Very grim and very serious. It's made clear that the Mandalorian is trapped in a violent lifestyle he can't really get out of.
Except it's not really conveyed that it's violent. Because it's not really that violent. I'm sorry. It still feels like kiddie crap.
Even the scene where the Quarren was amputated by the door, it felt like something. It felt like nothing.
I'd rather see Boba Fett disintegrating people. Never got into Transformers. You're lost, Darth Ghostface. Godzilla is jealous of how much anger you possess. Buddy, my anger for Disney, my righteous anger, it knows no bounds. If you want me to link, yeah, I'll let you know, Dark Ghostface, because I've got at least 2 more videos to get through, and one of them is actually going to be a fan poll. Okay, so keep in tune, guys. Discount violence does not count.
Simply tries to make it day to day. It's actually
No, sir.
actually kind of interesting to see a Star Wars setting that's pretty unforgiving and grim. I mean, a lot of characters fucking die in these 2 episodes. So.
Dude, read the Darth Bane trilogy. Sith
Even
don't
rewatch Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is freaking grim, and a lot of people die.
Religious genocide, childbirth, immolation.
When it comes to Disney stars, my armor is contempt, my shield is disgust, my sword is hatred, in the expanded universe's name, let none survive. That is badass, Solar. For me, all I have is my rage, my hatred, and my love for real Star Wars. I will never forget, and I will never forgive. All those who worship Disney Star Wars will feel my wrath. And they will suffer. I mean, to be fair, the Disney shows are already suffering because, well, they can't take down the Gatekeepers Alliance, and they can't take down pretty much anyone that's actually doing this.
It's cute that they're trying.
Oh, it's cute. Before we slam him into the ground and punched him repeatedly in the face.
With facts.
Lowly's basically admitting that he never heard of the bounty hunter and Imperial agent story from SWTOR. And keep in mind, this guy mentioned KOTOR 2 in this. Seasons 1 and 2 mean nothing now. The Razor Crest is back, his repulsor rifle is back, and Grogu is back with him.
So that's something we haven't really seen before. Yeah, a lot of them are still kind of nameless bad guys, but when you get to episode 2 and you see what happened to the those poor little Jawas, you'll kind of understand what I mean. This is a much more violent...
Dude, we got to see Jawas literally blasted apart by stormtroopers in episode 4. Shut up. And it was all because of a cover-up.
vision for Star Wars. This is definitely a much more grounded vision than the new trilogy. Or
oh, don't you want Star Wars to be grounded, guys? Don't you want your fantasy sci-fi franchise to be grounded?
I thought they were already grounded. Or at least have it, or at
Even
least call it grounded fantasy.
Uh-oh. I see the prequels on screen. What's he
Oh,
gonna
that
say?
was-
What's he gonna say?
a much more grounded vision than the new trilogy or even parts of the prequels.
Oh, taking a slight pot shot at the prequels. I'm losing a lot of respect for you, Lowly.
Because this emphasizes more of that kind of hidden darkness that the original trilogy had, where yeah, it was a fun space adventure, but if you went in the wrong corner, you fucking died.
You kind of get this with the prequel trilogy too, dude. Anakin literally makes a deal with the devil and loses everything.
And before that, he embraced the dark side to kill Tusken Raiders.
And that was his first step. He slaughtered them like animals.
And
this must have been before they had the lightsabers could cauterize wounds.
Yeah.
If I want grounded fiction, I'd rather watch The Dark Knight, and I grew up with the movie. Yeah. I personally watch Star Wars for the fantasy sci-fi action. And obviously the good versus evil. Among other things.
This is something that really needs to be said before the rainbow-haired hipsters rush out in droves. For the first 2 episodes, the Mandalorian is pretty hardcore. He knows how to fight.
Also, yeah, he's also aware of SJWs. Like, Lowly is just slightly there, but not quite. It's not too late, Lowly. You can come back to the light. You can walk away from this. Please.
How to kill multiple dudes at once. And his
He's going on a path we cannot follow.
Exactly.
Unafraid to beat somebody's ass like a rented mule. But
okay, Boba Fett was also not afraid to beat people up. What are you talking about?
he is also very vulnerable. He's not Rey, who always solves every problem.
Vulnerable? The dude has literal plot armor! It seems so, Darth Ghostface. It seems so. Congrats, you literally just defeated your own point by showing that dismemberment scene. Who defeated their point? Mecha G75. To be fair, the EU... Yeah, the EU has some grounded stories, but not... That wasn't the norm.
Without a scratch. There's multiple points where people get the jump on him, where he screws up and needs to be saved, or outright just gets the shit kicked out of him.
Dude has literal plot armor. Shut up. Like, come on. Is there anything that destroys Beskar?
Maybe lightsabers?
Okay, Mecha G75, thank you. And Beskar was stolen from the EU, too.
If you see any articles penned up about how fanboys love the Mandalorian despite him not receiving any training, because you know for a fact articles like that are going to come out as this show gets more popular and the new Skywalker movie starts trying to rear its ugly fucking head. Well, you will.
I don't believe any article of the sorts ever popped up. But I could be wrong. It's the internet. Some stupid idiot somewhere did something.
Wouldn't surprise me.
At least know how to shoot.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Back at them. It's a different type of story than the movies. The movies focus on untrained rookie learning to become a master. Essentially a samurai movie where somebody's trying to be the best. The show is about someone who is already skilled and experienced. Not to spoil anything, but this is clearly shooting for more of a redemption story for the Mandalorian. So he's still going to...
Oh good, a redemption story for a freaking bounty hunter. That doesn't sound like something stupid. Beskar was EU material before Disney. Exactly, double AA. Real Star Wars fans don't like Disney's The Mandalorian. Andor is not Star Wars.
go through an arc. It's just not the 0 to max level Jedi God shit that the movies are pulling. He's a bad guy that is starting to care about something. And personally, I love stories like that. So when all the elements are combined, spaghetti western, Star Wars, moral ambiguity, badass main character going through a redemption story, this is pretty much a dream come true for me in regards to...
Congratulations. I never want to see your face around the Star Wars fandom ever again. And if you so much rear your head, I'll be there.
Also, Mandalorian is a bad guy wanting to redeem himself. I don't think I even have the sense that he was ever a bad guy.
I don't even, for the most part, I don't think most bounty hunters are bad guys. They're just doing a job.
And most of them are very professional.
And some of them are complete idiots, like a guy who tried to turn in a charred and surgically altered Jawa corpse to Emperor Palpatine to pass it off as Yoda.
Okay.
I got that from The Force Unleashed too. Or be stupid and try to imitate Boba Fett like Jodo Cast. He's shilling too hard. Oh, I love that clip from Mr. Grizzy. Okay, we're almost done with this, and then we're moving on.
Now, this is where I have to address the rancor in the room. Disney Plus, don't buy it. For one, you'd be giving a face...
Okay, congratulations. For once you show you have one functioning brain cell. Why couldn't you make more and realize this show is crap?
And downright
Sometimes
evil
it
corporation
takes
money.
an entire
And two,
season.
Disney Plus is outright censoring films and shows on their platform. You're paying to have the worst experience possible when watching something. People went to premium networks to get away from things like censorship. No. You know what you do instead? Be a good Christian boy and pray really, really hard for Jesus to create the files on your computer and watch.
Ha ha.
Also, they never censored Bambi. It's still on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but chances are they probably altered part of it.
No, they haven't. The last time I checked, they still have the scenes with the black crows.
As a former fence rider and seeing the errors of Disney fake Star Wars, this guy has not seen the error of Disney Star Wars yet, and he can either accept the reality or continue to be in the Disney Matrix. No disintegrations. At this point, disintegration is too good for him.
It there for free. I understand.
No, sorry.
Wanting to support the show and everybody involved in it, but the truth is that's just a bad call. And besides, the more seasons this show has, the more of a chance Disney gets to completely botch it, especially when everybody's heaping...
Oh, they botched it in season 3, dude.
Well, they botched it
praises
before with Boba Fett, and now they botch it with season 3.
Right.
And it becomes the one cash cow they can milk. The mouse simply would not help but get involved. Hell, people are so cynical about Disney Star Wars that fans are already taking bets on how this is all going to get botched. And really, it's better to have...
I mean, to be fair, we were right. As Tim from United Spacers Alliance says, or now he renamed it to Star Wars and Politics, he argued that we called it. He called it. Disney's The Mandalorian was botched from the start. I'd say it was botched right from the beginning. Starting with The Force Awakens, it was all botched.
Starting with the Disney buyout, it was all botched.
Starting with TCW, it was botched. Okay, I gotta do something real quick. Okay, this is muted. All right. I've got something ready, but first let's wrap up this video.
One really good season over 5 completely mediocre ones.
I'd rather take one bad EU story over anything Disney stars. I'd rather read the Crystal Star 1,000 times than ever watch anything Disney Star Wars. Hail Waru.
But that's all I can say on The Mandalorian. The first 2 episodes are great, so hopefully people can stop pretending to like Watchmen and watch this instead.
No.
No.
People would rather not watch either. People with brains, that is. Okay, time to see who we've got for trailer reactions or no trailer breakdowns. So I've got 3 candidates for you, chat, and you are going to tell me which one we are going to cover. I am entering the results, well, the options now. And check. And the poll is in. Okay, I'm gonna give it like a few minutes, and then we are going to check this out. Okay, I want you guys to give us something good. Anyway, Khalil, what do you think?
From what I'm reading, Double A is choosing sex playing 100%. Darth Ghostface, new Rockstars.
Ooh, new Rockstars and Star Wars Sex Plane are tied 40 and 40. We need someone to break the tie. We've got 5 votes, and we've already got two of them. 2 of them are tied, chat. 2 of them are tied. And we've got 9 people in the chat. We need someone to break the tie. All right, somebody break the tie. Somebody break the tie. Otherwise, we'll have to flip a coin for it. The prequels have more iconic ship designs than the sequels. Absolutely. I still remember stuff like the N1 Starfighter.
The D-School trilogy just literally took us a TIE fighter and reverses colors. That's not creative.
Nope. And we are doing new Rockstars. Okay. Let's tackle this. Okay, just get rid of that. Get rid of that. 12 minutes, 17 seconds.
Really?
A win is a win. I feel like we all lost because we're covering new Rockstars.
But
God.
But this is a trailer that's almost 2 minutes, and he has that much to say about it.
Also, guys, look at this expression on his face. He's getting ready to suck the mouse's cock, if you know what I mean.
Before you play, let somebody screenshot a photo.
Somebody take a screenshot. Somebody take the screenshot. I've got it on full screen. Come on. Somebody let me know if you are taking the screenshot. Okay. Warning: you are now entering Boss's Closet. Boss's Closet, yo. Welcome to the Eric's Closet. Okay. If nobody's taking the screenshot, you can just head to this point here, and you'll be able to take the screenshot. Because we're an hour, 24 minutes in. Let's do this. You ready, Khalil?
3,
Welcome
2,
1, go.
back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and this is a breakdown of the trailer for The Mandalorian Grogru, the 2026 film and the first Star Wars movie coming to theaters in 7 years, and a
I
spin-off.
thought it was 10 years.
Correction. Disney Star Wars.
Right, because the last Star Wars film we had was in 2005. If you're a clown, nobody will take you seriously. I'm not doing it. That face is horrific. Oh, Solar's got it. Solar got the screenshot.
Nice.
Gibbet21, welcome to the stream, man.
I know that.
From the Disney Disney Plus series. In this video, I'm going to break down where this storyline left off 2.5 years ago, what this film is, and Easter eggs and details.
What this film is, a dumpster fire. There, I answered your question. Let's go home. Can I go home now, chat? Can I go home? Can I rest? Can I just lie down and die?
No,
So
you
I don't
can't
have to
die. You
suffer.
have too much to live.
No. Who am I kidding? I'm like 6 subs away from being able to get super chats, so I can actually sort of get paid for doing this. The sacrifices I make for this channel, chat.
That you might have
Also,
missed in this trailer.
What?
That shot that we were talking about, the AT-AT, I will bet you $10 he's gonna talk about the Ralph McQuarrie painting.
I'll take that bet. Oh no, wait, there's no way we can transfer money over. I'd bet 10 credits.
I'll bet you 20.
In an announcement, New Rockstars is launching a spin-off horror channel called
No one cares.
Trailer.
Although it would be hilarious to actually react to that stupid thing they got for Halloween, for like a Halloween stream.
I would be scared if they do one for Christmas.
Considering they're SJWs, there's no way they'd celebrate Christmas.
At least everybody's kind of look like Santa Claus.
Ugh.
Now that's
I wouldn't
one
want
big
to.
pile of
I would not
food.
want to sit in his lap. Now that's one big pile of bantha poodoo. The CGI AT-ATs in this trailer look awful.
And this is from Industrial Light and Magic we're talking about.
The
These
same people
actual
that
pioneers.
and the people that
Star
gave us the
Wars.
breathtaking CGI in the Transformer movies, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they did the Transformers, the big Transformers, not the smaller ones, but yeah, they did the majority of the VFX in those movies.
Oh, please, pray tell me that he's not actually going to play the whole trailer. Please tell me I'm not going to get this stream copyright claimed, because I do. I mean, I was able to beat the first one, but come on, chat, come on, Disney, cut me some. Oh no, wait, who am I kidding? Disney's not going to care. Not funny. Oh, good. We hit our first ad. I hate what are commercials anymore? I want the Got Milk commercials back.
I actually remember a time when commercials actually were good. But now
Me
it's just the
too.
same thing repeated over and over. Even the stuff they repeated in the past actually felt more fresh and unique.
Okay. And then I'm going to probably do another fan poll after this, because I'm torn between doing the Red Letter Media video or doing Den of Shills next.
I think the Red Letter Media video is probably an hour long.
Okay, so that would have to be saved for a members only thing. So Dennis Shills it is. Oh my god, he actually plays the whole damn trailer. We watched the trailer for nothing! And I'm pretty sure this would somehow get you like copyright claimed or something.
Good shot, baby.
The trailer opens on the planet Adelphi, home of the Adelphi.
How do you know what the name of the planet is? This looks like generic sand planet.
He must have
Or
read
Beach
it in the
Planet.
StarWars.com.
Great, the Razor Crest looks even more retarded than before. Yeah, those yellow stripes are distracting, and they're doing the ship no favors.
I look at those yellow stripes and they kind of remind me of Y-Wings.
I'm seeing an N1 Starfighter when I'm looking at this, but I can see the Y-Wing resemblance.
Base that we saw in the Mandalorian Season 3 episode, Chapter 21.
Oh no! It's referencing Season 3! That's the worst one! That's the one that had Jack Black and Lizzo in it!
And the
The
mentioning of
pirate?
Count Dooku.
Wait, what?
And Christopher Lloyd mentioning Count Dooku for what a bizarre reason.
No! You keep Count Dooku's name out of your damn mouth, Disney Star Wars. Keep Christopher Lee's character out. He's too bad. He was too good for people like you.
Yep.
And several episodes after that, this is a New Republic Blue Squadron base with a few X-Wings and Y-Wings parked there.
This is a New Republic base. Why does this still look like the freaking Rebellion? Like, what is going on with the New Republic in Disney Star Wars? How incompetent are they?
I mean, they're probably so incompetent that they allowed the First Order to wipe them out so easily.
I have a question. Obi-Wan is meant to be a traditional Jedi in the prequels, and he's not a traditional Jedi in EU since he falls in love with many women and almost goes to the dark side when Cere died. He only fell in love with one woman, and even then they agreed to kind of just be friends. And yeah, he did almost go to the dark side because he's still human. But the guy did his best to follow the Jedi code. Like, geesh. Read the EU a bit more closely, dude.
And some hangars that they converted into pilot bars with Imperial helmet trophies and where people like Zeb hang out, as well as Carson Teva and Trapper.
I literally give no craps about this guy, and I give no craps about Zeb. Why should I be excited for a random X-Wing pilot?
And honestly, I never really heard about his actor until The Mandalorian. And because of that, I honestly had no desire to watch any of his shows and movies.
Wolf, though, maybe that was just Dave Filoni drinking on the set and no one told him the cameras are rolling. Because, you know.
Oh, great. Another Dave Filoni cameo. That's going to make this extra terrible.
Oh boy.
Christopher Lee would not even be on the same planet as this corporate slop in terms of talent. We're definitely getting a Filoni cameo in the movie, of course.
Whether as an X-Wing pilot or as a voice. I don't care which one.
That's just how he spends his time. He just wanders onto these sets and it's like, I'm just going to screw around. It was in this bar where, at the end of season 3 of The Mandalorian, Din Djarin made a deal with Carson Teva to work as an independent contractor for the New Republic to help them run down the Imperial Remnant, referring to the other Imperial bosses and the Shadow Council who would chat with Moff Gideon and plan for the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn. And we saw that guy.
Don't care, and they ruined this guy.
Also,
Return in
they never explain how Moff Gideon escaped his jail. I mean, they've been talking about him until he finally appeared in episode 7. And he was killed like that in episode 8.
I'm actually surprised that the Empire hasn't broken down into infighting in Disney Star Wars like they do in the EU.
First season of Ahsoka. The Mandalorian season 3 focused mostly.
Oh, that has to be. These are like the worst Mandalorian. These look like toy helmets. These don't look like actual helmets.
It wouldn't surprise me if any of these people are from the 501st Legion fan club, and they just decided, you know what, your costume looks decent enough. Let's put you in the show.
The 501st of frauds. The 50 frauds. You're not fit to wear bear the sign of the greatest clone trooper legion ever formed. You are not fit to be Vader's fist.
On the whole lore of the Mandalorian clans, and Bo-Katan returning as the leader of the United.
Oh yeah, her actress is out because she doesn't want to act. Machinery 964. Those helmets look insanely cheap. These costumes look insanely cheap.
They look more like cosplays than actual costumes.
Because that's all Disney Star Wars is. One really bad cosplay. and fan fiction.
People of Mandalore that they were able to liberate from the forces of Moff Gideon. And there were some teases that a mythosar is somewhere deep down in the waters of that planet. This movie seems to be building off of the Imperial Remnant and the Shadow Council that we saw teased in the penultimate episode of that third season. And one of those Imperial warlords is going to be the villain of this movie, played by Johnny Coyne. We see him.
How do you know? That wasn't revealed in the trailer.
I think he must have read it in the StarWars.com website.
You know it's terrible when you have to go to a website rather than the trailer letting you know? Fordo. For the Republic! For the fandom! Oh man, it would be so awesome if Captain Fordo actually said that. Because Captain Fordo is the GOAT of clones. And not even a good fan fiction either. Eric Voss is shilling too hard and creaming hard in his pants. I guess that's why they mostly shoot him from the waist up.
He's sounding like he's always screaming, and the sound engineers have to tone it down.
Yeah, makes me feel dirty. It can't be fan fiction when it was made by haters.
Opening shot Din Djarin's new Razor Crest approaching. It was confirmed at Celebration that Mando rebuilt the Razor Crest after it was destroyed in season 2 in that.
When did he have time to do that? And why?
Also, who given the medal to rebuild it?
The New Republic? Why? Oh, wait, because he's an independent contractor. Because. And on top of that, he's not a technician. What? Did he have to go to Tatooine? To that stupid lady and build it? What, they had to shut down the docking bay?
They had to convince Luke Skywalker's droids in order to build it?
Oh yeah, those weird crab droids.
Rodriguez directed episode. Since then, he's been piloting a retrofitted N1 Naboo starfighter with...
That is totally not good for bounty hunting, by the way. Also, just one shot of that bubble and that baby's history.
Yep.
One well-placed shot from a TIE fighter ought to do it.
Also, do you want to know the first time I ever actually saw this silver Naboo starfighter?
When? Where?
It was in the animated 2D series Star Wars Forces of Destiny, where where Ahsoka and Padme were traveling to the galaxy, and Padme had a similar silver Naboo starfighter attacking a vulture droid.
What? Why would it?
Yeah.
It should be yellow.
Yeah, it should be yellow, but yet the Queen of Naboo around that time made it silver for Padme. So maybe
why? That's so stupid.
A little jump seat for Grogu. We don't yet know why he scrapped the N1 though. Why would you ever get rid of that? It's sick. But
because he's a bounty hunter and he needs a ship for bounties. An N1 starfighter isn't exactly for bounties.
Or maybe he could just put the bounty where Grogu is and keep Grogu on his lap. If that makes sense.
Unless it's someone like a Wookiee.
Then yeah.
Yeah, you're going to need a bigger ship. Good thing.
Also, I'm willing to bet that this shot of the Razor Crest 2.0 flying, I will bet you money that that's actually a miniature that they created that was shot on a blue screen stage. You know, just like how they did the flying ships in the original trilogy?
Because member berries are now extending to special effects now. Ah, so you're mechanized Drake. Good to know. Thank you, Machinery 964. The N1 is a really badass ship, but it doesn't fit Mando at all, but they gave it to him for the member berries.
Hey, prequel fans, watch our show, please.
Even
No?
though we insulted you with the first line of dialogue in The Force Awakens.
This will begin to make things right. Sure.
That line has aged like milk.
This Razor Crest has some
Milk.
yellow plating on it. It's like the old one, but it's got yellow stripes. Either way,
It's yellow. It's yellow. Why does Disney Star Wars have to ruin the color yellow in general now? You ruined yellow lightsabers, which is a shame. I actually think they're pretty dope in the EU. And now you're ruining the color yellow for literally anything else. What are you going to make? Like, what? Are you going to ruin my favorite astromech droid R2B1 now?
Are they going to use Luke Skywalker's yellow jacket and make it green?
Are they going to give Luke Skywalker his yellow lightsaber from Disney Star Wars' crap comics?
it's roomier. It seems like, a Popeye upgrading to a minivan. Din and Grogu peer out from behind a sand dune on a beach that looks like it could also be on a Delphi. Maybe the base has been threatened in some way. But while it looks like Grogu is looking through what he thinks is a telescope of some kind, now we see through binocular lenses at what looks like a full Imperial base with stormtroopers walking.
I guarantee you they stitched two completely different scenes back to back.
Yeah, most movie trailers would always do that. Hell, even The Last Jedi did that. That scene where Rey is talking with Luke, but then it cuts to Kylo Ren putting his hand to her.
Yeah, I remember falling for that stupid trick back then. What upgrade? There's no upgrades in Disney Star Wars, only pain and rage.
Around. I think that's a shot from a different scene because these binoculars are clearly bifocals, and whatever Grogu is looking out of looks like it might just be like a piece of a pipe or something.
Might just look like, dude, it is. Don't say might if you can't.
Abu Frick returns from The Mandalorian Season 3, leading Grogu down a sewer pipe. We hear the...
Oh, congratulations. The one character, well, one of the many characters no one wanted to ever see again.
Also, this is probably an entire CGI shot because they always use CGI to make Grogu walk.
Horns of Ludwig Göransson's Mandalorian theme.
The Mandalorian theme is one of the most boring themes I've ever heard in my life.
You should hear his score for Oppenheimer. The one that he got an Oscar for. It's pretty good.
He is confirmed to be returning as composer for this film. Din
Stupid masks.
meets up with Ward, Sigourney Weaver's character. She's a colonel and the leader of the New Republic's...
Who? I literally could not give a crap.
Delphi Rangers. She previously served as a pilot for the Rebel Alliance, so I assume we're going to get some backstory for her about how she fought maybe at the Battle of Endor. It looks like...
Please don't retcon the movies any more than you have. Don't destroy the movies any more than you have. Andor made the TIE Avenger and made it the TIE Ludicrous.
They're sitting in a cleaned up version of the Adelphi base pilot bar, and now Din Djarin is coming to claim some of that contractor work that he set up with Carson Teva. Getting Sigourney Weaver for a Star Wars anything is pretty cool because she auditioned for Princess Leia in the 1977 film, but she obviously lost out the part to Carrie Fisher.
And that was a good thing because then we got Slave Leia probably wouldn't have been anywhere near as hot as anyone thought.
No.
Yeah. I'm a man, dude. I'm a man, and I'm proud of it.
Because Weaver was too tall. And one of my favorite movie details ever is that Sigourney Weaver, when she was...
Holy crap, is she from the Alien movie?
Yeah.
Or Aliens?
Alien and Aliens.
Holy crap. How could you go from making two amazing movies to being in Disney Star Wars? Why? At least she aged pretty great, though.
And she's also in the Avatar films, playing two different characters, but whatever.
Don't care much for Avatar. But Brandon, the old white guy on Endor is Rex. No, he's not.
It was never confirmed. Even Dave Filoni decided, no, he's not Rex. Leave him alone.
Sigourney Weaver made a mistake agreeing to star in a Disney Star Wars movie. Is she really just that desperate for a paycheck? I'm guessing so. I'm guessing so.
A couple years later, as Ripley and Ridley Scott's Alien, in the final scene of that film, she improvises singing "You Are My Lucky Star," which is a song from "Singing in the Rain," a song sung by.
What does this have to do with Star Wars, you idiot? Just say Ripley Scott wanted to audition for Leia, and that was it.
By Carrie Fisher's mother, Debbie Reynolds.
Oh,
Grogu uses the Force to summon a bowl of snacks, and Ward is like, "You ain't cute to me, kid. That's my lunch." We see a Nicole Kidman AMC puddle that.
What?
You ain't cute to me, kid. That's my lunch. We see a Nicole Kidman
I just want to break down and cry. Why are you referencing AMC? This is going to ruin her legacy. There are only 2 Alien movies.
Exactly.
sea puddle that Din steps into, reflecting some Orabesh on neon signs. We see the word spice and the den. Spice? As in like drugs? Just put on display in a neon sign like this? It's like...
Okay, this is Star Wars. Illegal crap happens all the time, especially in the Outer Rim.
Or maybe it's like medical marijuana, or should I say medical spice?
All TIE Avengers attack formation. Attack pattern FU. Lock S foils into attack position.
Putting the word cocaine on a sign, but...
Dude, this maybe Mando's on an Outer Rim planet ruled by the Hutts.
I don't know. If you were in Miami in the 80s, you might have seen that. Years ago, I got this unexpected payment for a job I had finished a long time ago. For me, someone who's naturally anxious about money, that felt...
This is a commercial he's going to talk about.
Oh my God, why is he mobbing at the kid? What is this shot? Someone screenshot this. Come on. What is this? What is this? Why are you looking at me so creepily, man? No, get away from me. Ew.
This is the shot when his wife or one of his siblings is giving him a blowjob.
Oh no. No. This dude is chilling too hard to the point where his reaction and breakdown is meaningless and pathetic. Eric Voss, you want some candy?
No, I don't want some candy.
He's so pathetic. Solar, let me know if you've got the screenshot, dude, if you're still here in the chat. Gonna give him a few more seconds. And moving on.
Created more anxiety for me. And that's the thing. Anyone can like save space through my problems or help create a figure differences. No ever felt clicking on your first bottles. Behind him in this shot looks like an Iktachi species. That's the species.
Why are you using the TCW render? You should be using the Republic comics.
The Saesty Tin, the Jedi Master, hanging throughout this bar appear to be bird cages, causing feathers to fly everywhere during the fight. I want to know what they're doing with these birds. Are they just having those birds lay eggs that drop into their ramen or something? Now, here in this muddy water, we see a snake-like creature. This is called an...
Oh, yeah, he would love that. Hey, Solar coming through with the screenshots again. That shot with the neon signs is definitely the same planet from the... Oh, no.
Of course.
No, not the Kenobi show. I can't go back, guys. I can't go back.
Amani. These were designed for Return of the Jedi. We saw an Amani bounty hunter named Amanaman at Jabba's palace. They later showed up in the Clone Wars, A Death on Utapau episode, and they live in the rock caves we see on Utapau. You remember the planet in Revenge of the Sith, but they're actually native to the planet Meriden in Disneyland's Black Spire outpost.
How much of this is expanded universe and how much of this is Disney Star Wars?
And Amani named Bina operates the creature stall. Din Djarin and Grogu are in the cockpit of this new Razor Crest. The ship goes into dive as it's chased by what looks like some TIE interceptors. We see Grogu.
I thought it was. They look more like vulture droids. I never thought I'd say this, but Othetic does not begin to cover it.
True.
Jake Kenobi.
swimming in the water, at first struggling on the surface and then confidently swimming under the waves.
Yeah, that looks like CGI. Another ad.
CGI.
Yeah, you can tell it's not great. I don't want to gamble. I'm going to go home and rethink my life.
Of Zeb as he leaps off the walls with his bow rifle that can be used as an electro staff, and then other times it's a blaster.
Ah, stormtroopers being turned into massive idiots. Keep Revenge of the Sith out of your sphincter.
Rifle. He fights a stormtrooper. Zeb, remember, is the Lasat species, and I like how you can see his feet with his toes as he.
Ew! Don't tell me you have a foot fetish.
Also, he's not exactly the last of his species, because they actually make that clear in season 2 and 4. So he has some information wrong. He has that information.
What? Did you watch Rebels?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did.
Ouch! I feel bad for you.
That's fine.
This is them to grapple on the wall here.
Hmm.
No, sorry. Continue.
So Zeb, or Garazeb Aurelios, before he appeared at the Adelphi.
Dang, this kind of looks like PS4 graphics. So, like, this looks like it's out of Jedi Fallen Order.
At the very least, Jedi Fallen Order has graphics that will look more realistic than this.
Still a crappy game, though.
Live action in The Mandalorian Season 3 was a member of the crew of the Ghosts throughout the Star Wars Rebels series, alongside Harrison Dula and Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger and Shaw.
All characters that we all hate.
All of whom we saw later on in live action on the Ahsoka series. Next, we see Grogu riding with Babu Frick and his fellow Enzel.
What?
Sorry. If Zeb is going to be in this movie, does that mean that we're going to see him in Ahsoka Season 2?
Oh, no. Wait, why am I saying, oh, no? You know, throwing a Disney Star Wars character into a Disney Star Wars production. It's going to be another massive flame, you know. It's going to be another crumbling Star Destroyer.
Well, that's assuming that they decided not to kill him, especially since Ezra and Zeb actually have a good relationship with each other.
I'd still hate it.
Yeah, I know, but
and there.
You know, I think it would be a very wasted opportunity to not have those two together at least once.
Dave Filoni will take cues from the Disney trilogy and probably do that anyway.
Yeah.
Little speeder, and then Din Djarin flies upward with Grogu toward, I think that's a U-wing. I love U-wings, especially since they were introduced in Rogue One. And
my brother hates U-wings, and I do too. No joke, my brother actually hates these stupid things.
Came back in Andor.
The look or the designs?
I think it's both for him.
Then we are in a fighting arena with Rata the Hutt. Rata the Hutt is the son of Jabba the Hutt, and he's a character that we originally saw as a baby in the Clone Wars, the animated movie that became, in effect, a pilot to the Clone Wars animated series when Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano were on a mission to return.
And where Star Wars began to die.
Yep.
Turn Rata the Hutt to Jabba. Rata is played in this movie by Jeremy Allen White. Yes, from The Bear and that Springsteen movie. We do not see his face here, but we do hear him shouting this. Maybe it's just the setting of all this, but this does remind me of the trailer for Thor Ragnarok, like 8 years ago.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for reminding me of this crappy movie. I do not think so. I could be wrong.
Was in a similar gladiator arena and had a similar expression. Grogu in the stand snacks on some popcorn. This looks like the multicolored Outpost mix of popcorn that you can get at Disney's Galaxy's Edge.
Oh God, it's just colored popcorn. You're not even trying. This is just as bad as that stupid light up ice cream they had in like what, Mandalorians? Shoot, I can't remember. I think it was Andor or Mandalorian that had light up ice cream.
Similar popcorn that they eat in the Bad Batch, the Mantellin mix on Ord Mantell. So why is Rata in this movie? I don't know. But the
member berries.
Really?
Hut
Member
twins
berries?
that we met in the Book of Boba Fett from now.
Really? Member berries? I mean, the last time
For the
people
Dave
saw him-
Filoni lovers.
Okay, but Filoni
Like-
lovers would only care about Ahsoka, Captain Rex, Darth Maul, the clones. I don't think even Clone Wars fans would even care about Rhoda the Hutt, because no one has seen him since season 3.
I'm not sure. He better speak Hutsies and not just English.
Well, he's
don't-
just...
Hmm?
No, sorry.
Don't even get me started on Andor cereal and blue noodles.
Blue noodles?
I don't remember that.
Hutta appear on this movie's poster. Which could inform the next shot we see Din Djarin fighting these two scrapped together giant droids guarding this door with the insignia of the Hutt cartel. Maybe there's some kind of heist that Din Djarin and Grogu have to pull off to steal some important asset that's currently possessed by the Hutts to prevent that asset from getting in the hands of the Imperial remnant. One thing I will give this movie is that many of the effects do look practical, and they seem to be moving with the same kind of stop motion-y animation that the original
Don't even dare compare this crap to this masterpiece. Don't you dare. There were no EU wings in the EU. Thank you, Jordan, Star Wars. The Mandalorian comics are terrible. I just enjoyed Twin Engines of Destruction.
trilogy films' large vehicles and creatures did. We see a different combat matchup in the pit where Din Djarin wrestles what looks like a Mantellan Savrip. This was originally a Djaric hollow chess piece that we saw in the 1977 film, and often appears
Really?
in-
You're ripping off holo chess now?
Guys, look, member berries from the OT. Don't you love the OT?
Anytime we see characters in Star Wars playing Djaric. So it makes this entire gladiator arena kind of a giant practical chessboard for whoever's betting on these matches. If that popcorn Grogu is eating is the same kind they ate on Bad Batch, this planet very well could be Ord Mantell. So we're kind of looking at a story.
Ord Mantell? Why are you bringing in Ord Mantell? Don't
Member
do that.
berries.
They look like those comedy robots from the Doctor Who episode Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I haven't watched Doctor Who yet, so I wouldn't know.
That's set on the Adelphi base on Adelphi, maybe on Ord Mantell, and one that ultimately goes to now Hutta, and then whatever this snowy mountainous location is. That's where we go next. The shot that ended the very fun long take that we saw in the celebration footage from April of this year, where Mando fought his way from the back of an Imperial AT-AT or Walker that was part of a caravan.
I call it an AT-AT
Easy to spell.
and easy to pronounce without
Mhm.
making me sound. Isn't Ord Mantell just some glorified factory planet? It's from the EU. Well, technically, it's mentioned in episode 5. So, what did they do to the AT-ATs? They don't look like AT-ATs anymore. There's just something about them that looks off.
They look like action figures.
And going up this snowy mountain path, now he jetpacks out of the bridge with Grogu as it explodes and tips sideways down a mountainside. The Walker even seems to moan as it falls.
That's just metal groaning. It happens, idiot.
Which I am choosing to see as a reference to Steven Spielberg's Duel, wherein Steven Spielberg included an animalistic in the truck as it falls to its death because he wanted the truck to be seen as a beastly predator.
That hurt my ears.
Also, it's
After
not
the title reveal-
uncommon. Sorry.
Huh?
Also, it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon for films to actually include animal sounds when mixed together with cars or other automobiles to create the roar of to make it more sound like they're actually roaring. Like literally, like you would literally have, like, let's say, a huge car, and it would mix in just a little bit of animal sounds to make it look like it's moaning or something like that. So it's not uncommon for sound designers to do that on a movie.
Why are these? Whoops. Why are these idiots always have to compare another movie to another? Why is there always have to be a comparison? Because movies are so crap now that they have to compare it to older movies to get you to your butts and seats.
Yeah, and also they want to sound smart.
The botch creature from the hologram chess game looks like an old B movie kaiju, and not even one of the good ones.
I would rather watch that than this movie, whatever they call it.
We get this stinger with Grogu and Babu Frick encountering this thing in the sewers, and Grogu blinding it with whatever this goo is.
Good shot, baby.
Again, another example of what seems to be a solid practical effect. Now, based on this trailer alone,
that didn't look practical.
Well, I think
admit
they
that
used
as
a little bit of practical and then use CGI for the rest. Or now that I'm thinking about it, they probably just use the practical effect as a stand-in and then replace it completely with CG. Wouldn't surprise me.
First Star Wars movie after 7 years, the longest ever theatrical gap in the Disney era, is something that feels like a somewhat expanded and extra kid-friendly episode of a Disney Plus show really going to be what restores the magic of seeing Star Wars on the big screen again?
No. There is no... The magic is gone. It better not be a womp rat. They should be compared to the 6 originals to show how much crap these new movies are. Okay, Lord Salacious. See ya next time. 7 years? There's been no Star Wars film for 20 years.
Thank you.
And fulfill those promises of dazzling images on a huge silver screen that Nicole Kidman waxes poetic about. There were rumors that this storyline was turned into a movie instead of the original plan for a 4th season of The Mandalorian. So I don't
Which wouldn't surprise me if it's true.
No, it is true.
know if this is just going to feel like a big episode of The Mandalorian or a movie that delivers on its own promises. But hey, seeing Star Wars in a movie theater again is something that I've been missing. Comment down below with your thoughts.
Star Wars hasn't been back since 2005.
I'd comment about how much of a freaking disgusting shill you are. But chances are you'd probably block it. All right, one last video.
Wait, can you block a comment on another video?
Yeah, you can remove comments. Okay. We're in the home stretch here, guys.
All right.
Welcome, Dennis Shills, to the channel for the very first time for fans' reaction to Mandalorian and Grogu trailer shocked me.
Wait a minute. How long is the video?
23 minutes.
Oh.
Why?
Okay.
You got to do something?
No, fine. No. It's
okay.
Just
Also, Christian Harloff reacting to the 1986 Transformers film. Oh, dear.
So, Star Wars. Oh, man. The trailer for The Mandalorian Grogru just came out.
I can't wait to see this guy whine and cry. This guy knows from firsthand experience what Filoni... Why did you have to say that?
Does it taste like blue milk?
I don't want to know. God, no. I do not want to have that conversation live on my channel. I don't even... No.
And guys, I think there's a problem. This has to do with the exposure of this fucking thing, man. And I was hoping that it would pop a little bit more. There were rumors that it was supposed to come out last week. Yeah, there were rumors it was supposed to come out last week. And I think they said that because of the situation with Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, they decided to delay it into this week. Okay.
Until they decided to bring Jimmy Kimmel back because Disney is a bunch of cowards.
Have you seen his monologue?
Who?
Jimmy Kimmel's monologue. Have you seen it recently?
I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it myself. I do know, however, that if he was going to make jokes like that, or if he was going to rant like that, then he has no. He deserves.
Well, he does mention that a little bit, and he's actually not insulting it. I recommend watching it. It's pretty good. Hell, me and my sister and my dad watched it, and we were pretty floored.
What when Jimmy Kimmel basically was talking about the death of Charlie Kirk?
Well, not that part, but we pretty much like how he actually apologized, and
It's fake.
no, it's not fake.
No, it's definitely fake. There's no way he actually means it. I don't believe it.
Well, why don't you right after this? Why don't you watch it for yourself, and we'll see.
I doubt my opinion would change.
Now, this is a trailer that people have known about for a long, long time. And there's been a version of this trailer that's been at Celebration and maybe even at multiple events, because sometimes they'll show these trailers to people kind of behind the scenes, et cetera, right? So anyway, this trailer comes out on a Monday. Now, my experience with this trailer is probably not the experience that most Star Wars fans had.
My experience? What? What? Is a trailer now a theme park ride? Like, what do you mean by my experience? It's a trailer. Jimmy Kimmel is a talent as hack and a piece of crap. Yeah, he is. He's also extremely not funny. Anyway.
I thought the shit was kind of fun. I thought it was better than I expected.
You dressed up like Rey. So, of course, we know that your standards are freaking down in the depths of hell. Yes, he did. Narf Melvin has shown pictures of it on his channel. I think it's been him and Mr. Grizzy who have both shown pictures of Josh in a Rey outfit.
Oh boy.
And maybe, just maybe, there's an element here of being excited about it because, I was coming back to Nerd Theory.
Until I believe, at least until Josh said that at least until a theory gets you kicked off again. Josh said he would go see the Mandalorian Grogru movie 10 times in the theater. He's a giant Disney shill. Of course he is.
Yeah, he's gonna help that movie that's going to be a box office failure.
He knows it. He knows it. The rest of the shills know it. And dude, get that Dr. Doom shirt off your chest, dude. You're not worthy of wearing anything belonging to Dr. Doom.
Also, get rid of your Iron Man helmet.
You're not worthy of having that either. He's not worthy of having any of this crap. So maybe the Funko Pops, because anyone can have Funko. I swear, I think that's a Spider Boy Funko Pop right here where my cursor is. It looks like Spider Boy from where I am.
It is.
It is Spider Boy?
Well, it kind of looks Spider-esque.
Oh my god! If that's actually a Spider Boy Funko Pop, then chances are he is a fake Spider-Man fan. So chances are high.
It's kind of cool, right? That like the day we decided to come back for Nerd Theory, the trailer pops off. So I was like, frankly, I probably had a more positive experience about it than many other people. Okay.
Because you're an idiot. Thank you for admitting that. Because admitting that you have a problem is the first step to recovery.
But that day is kind of like a whirlwind, right? So it happens, I go live, I react to it, we talk about it on stream here. I don't really even get to see a lot of the reaction from fans and how people are feeling about it in that moment. I'm like just doing my thing, and we're talking about it here in the chat. And I think the reaction that we had was also a little bit more positive than a lot.
Trust me, dude, you don't want to know. All you got to know is it's another terrible Dan Slott creation.
Out of what I saw out there on the internet. So kind of get off stream Monday, right? And I'm looking out there at the reaction from fans because
I can't wait to see what his reaction is to people hating this trailer. And here we go.
Obviously, we have Nerd Theory at night. And damn, dude, it shocked me. And, I said this before. I wonder if any of you guys are feeling the same way. But it did kind of shock me how negative people were.
Where have you been the last 10 years? People have been negative about Disney Star Wars for the longest time. How are you just now seeing this?
Well,
Idiot.
I think he already seen it. He's just pretending to see it for the first time, as not to give the loud minority of actual Star Wars fans a bone to pick.
See, the problem with these shills is they tried to pretend that we are not, that we're just this faceless, void, that we're just seen as these toxic, minority, but it's getting harder and harder for them to ignore us. It's getting to the point that it's going to come down to them actually finally going to have to acknowledge us. Because they've already started. You had Theory going after Star Wars Marvel Purist. You had Carly King taking down Purist. You've had plenty of people attack. You had like Anthony Grogmala going after Darth Melvin in particular when the whole fake screenshot fiasco happened. Like, it's starting to come out that these people are trying to take pot shots at like the Gatekeepers Alliance. They're taking pot shots at smaller other channels that are doing this. It's getting to a point that this is going to break out into a complete and total, internet war. I mean, not that it's already an internet war, but okay. Revan is screaming in agony as the disturbance in the Force is getting worse. Oh God, I feel so bad for Revan then. Khalil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Try not to sleep.
Sorry, dude.
About it and kind of like the lack of buzz. Later that day, I was checking whether or not it was going to be trending, right? So I was on Twitter before we went live for Nerd Theory, and I was checking it. And the only thing that was trending was Star Wars. I think it was trending like number 21. And honestly, when you looked at it, it wasn't a lot of positive stuff. It's not a positive experience, okay?
Chances are he found tweets from people like Knight of Melvin. The veil of the dark side has fallen.
The veil or the shroud?
And I wonder, and I wanted to bring this up because this is what it is now. All of these movies all come out, and essentially now the performance that these things do is a part of it, right? So that's why with the Fantastic Four, with Superman, with Deadpool and Wolverine,
the Fake-tastic Four, the Super Baby film, and the Hype movie.
Marvel or Marvel, Disney, and Warner Brothers in those cases all come out and they talk about the numbers, right? They come out and they're like, what did they say for Deadpool? It was like the highest trailer of all time. They added in the Super Bowl thing, so it was like 260 or some shit, like million views. Superman was said to be seen by 250 million people within 24 hours across all platforms. The Fantastic Four trailer was a similar thing. I think they said like 200 million. So anyway, like, all of these things are a part of it, right? And this is also why box office, and not just box office, but profitability.
James Gunn's Superman couldn't make it past $700 million at the box office. This all started when dumbasses hated the prequels. After years of pandering, the real Star Wars fans will finally reclaim what is rightfully ours. He just did the devil hand sign. Yeah, well, that's not surprising to see with Disney Star Wars shills.
Also, for Superman not making $700 million, I'm actually okay with that because it is literally the first film of a cinematic universe, and you can't expect the first film to make that a huge chunk of money. It would have been better if it did, but they're trying to play it safe.
And it wasn't a great movie anyway.
Is becoming a part of the conversation too. Hollywood's trying to show you ancillaries and stuff like that because they don't want people to be like, none of these movies are making money. Like what's going on here? So it's weird how this has all become a part of the conversation. Anyway,
because Hollywood has had failure after failure after failure. So if they think that they can lie about their numbers, then that's going to encourage people to go ahead and watch their crappy films. But it's not working because everyone sees for their bull crap.
Still have that to say that we have to have a difficult conversation now about the numbers here for the Mandalorian Grogru. So I think currently right now it's about 8.4, 8.5 million views on the main YouTube channel in a 24-hour period. Okay, so I want you guys. So do you think that's good or bad, chat? Like, what do you think? The new Star Wars trailer, the new Star Wars movie, 8.4 million views.
I think that sounds pretty terrible. Defund Hollywood and make them go bankrupt. That's the plan.
In 24 hours. Yeah, pretty low, right? I mean, it seems obviously low.
Man, this is so boring.
If you want, you can fast forward.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
And I know it's getting more views than the YouTube views. I see some people in chat saying it got like 60 million views on Facebook. Guys, not all of these views are created equal. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Maybe you could make the argument that it's still being seen. So 5 to 6, you guys think 5 to 6 Disney would be comfortable with? Fuck, man. I mean, maybe, and maybe they get the last laugh because
was this snipped out from a stream or something? Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Get it? I'm just telling you right now, like this response to this trailer is pretty bad to me.
And what's pretty bad for you is pretty good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Victory. They dug their own graves and now they must lie in it. Josh is a hope grifter. Who the hell still uses Facebook? Isn't Facebook basically overrun by AI now? Last I checked.
No. And I honestly shut down my Facebook account back in 2021, so.
Okay. Because I thought I saw someone saying that there was like a lot of AI stuff going on in Facebook.
There is, but it's not exactly run by AI. It still has Mark Zuckerberg money chills.
This is pretty bad to me. But maybe this is it. Maybe this is the absolute state of Star Wars. This is maybe just where we're at.
It is.
Yeah.
Get it for your thick skull. Snap out of the Disney Matrix, man. It's not worth it.
Take the blue pill.
They should stop with
Welcome to the real world.
Star Wars and
embrace the expanded universe. Reject Disney in its entirety.
Try again in 15 years. I mean, yeah, I actually think a break would do them good, but I don't think they're going to.
They can't. It's all they have left.
I just wanted to build some story-wise. Give me a reason to watch this, other than it's a buddy road trip movie. So, not good enough for you? Just a fun adventure with Grogu and Mando? Not good enough for you? Does that mean you'd watch it on streaming, perhaps? Because, come on, man, isn't that kind of the thing? It's like, this feels so weird because...
This is Star Wars. We demand more than just a fun movie. We demand pure cinema. It's not our fault George Lucas set the bar so high.
It's an experience you just get on streaming. That's what Mando's always been. And now they're going to put it in the movie theater. But it's coming to streaming. I mean, it's going to get to Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, it is. You can bet your ass it is.
They're probably
So
gonna put on Disney Plus in July, 2 months after they release it.
Well, it'll be better than what they did with Black Widow.
yeah, I don't know. If Kathy had let Grogu stay with Luke and kept Luke around to raise Mando's profile, we'd be in a better place. I agree with that. Yeah.
Screw
1,000
you.
years in the future, away from the Skywalker.
At least he wants Grogu to die.
That's something.
Ow. Okay.
Is the only way at this stage. I mean, I think that would be good. Yeah. I think it would be appropriate. Yeah. Why can't we just what the fuck? Why can't we just Jedi fighting with some Sith and badass fights? I mean, that would be cool. Hell
Because the Sith are pretty much extinct.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't want them to ever bring in Darth Krayt and his people. There's no way they'll do Darth Talon justice.
No.
They'll hire some ugly transgender person to play her.
Yeah, that would be cool. Don't mind the Grogu Mando stuff. Oh my god. My girlfriend is a normie who loves Grogu, but is actually Star Wars needs a massive time jump at least for the movies. Yeah, Brownie, I hear you, brother. I think
Another
Oh.
ad.
Are they spicy?
They're not spicy. They taste
Skip.
not great, but a decent time in my opinion. Then a goats all day. Hey, I'm glad you liked it, man. I really wish I had maybe lowered my expectations for that one. Because
Oh, of course. Lower your expectations. Lower your expectations. Because God forbid we
So
have
the ba-
standards.
Yeah,
We demand
The
better.
yeah. The bad stuff it's gonna look like a masterpiece.
Here's hoping Yaz and Sammy die in Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Is that actually going to be the name of the new Jurassic World movie?
No, I think that's the TV show on Netflix.
Oh, no. Wait, there's another one? Oh, no.
No.
Fake comics, hashtag Joshy Bill's shield too hard. Joshy boy's shield too hard. Also, what will it take for Disney shows to take the red pill instead of the blue pill? Money, probably. Early access. They celebrate new ways to celebrate mediocrity. This video is bloody depressing. I almost feel bad for the idiots that pay this guy super chats and give him money, and he still hasn't given them what they wanted. It's never going to happen, and it will never come. Where's the comic, Josh?
fucking hate that movie. And maybe someday I'll revisit it and it'll hit me a little bit better. But
What movie?
I really wish I had maybe lowered my expectations for that one because I fucking liked it, man. Not great, but in Cap 4, I thought it was pretty solid. Expectations were low. Not great, but a decent time in my opinion. Then a goats all day. Hey, I'm glad you liked it, man. I really wish I had maybe lowered my expectations for that one because I fucking hate that movie. And maybe someday I'll revisit this movie on because I'm contractually obligated to do it. And I like Star Wars, obviously.
No, you don't. And you're contractually obligated, meaning you're going to get paid to go see this?
Yeah.
Way to go exposing yourself, idiot.
I tried. But obviously, we all know what it is. It sucks balls.
A
I've
steaming pile of garbage. It sucks balls. At least you're man enough to admit that.
requested to Bob Iger that we put this on the Disney Plus app. I'm sorry, I did my best. And then he's out, you know?
Well, Bob Iger is supposed to leave next year. Unless he hasn't found a successor, then we're screwed.
Let's hope for the best. Maybe then things will start turning around.
And even if they do find a replacement, I don't think the effects of him gone is not going to be felt until 2029, because even Disney still has to follow some of his policies that he has created, even after he's gone.
That's still too long. I just nuke everything and start from scratch.
That could be like a healing moment. You know what I mean? That could be like, because I wouldn't blame him, you know?
I think we've seen enough. Obviously, Joshy Boy is still a fake Star Wars fan at the end of the day. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Hey, man, without hope, what is there to have?
Death, misery, tragedy.
Yeah, so
Suicide.
I'll take hope over any of those.
Me too.
Anyway, if you guys like what you've seen here today, please sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to share the stream. Make sure to make more people aware. And until next time, see you guys next week. Remember to be awesome, guys. Khalil?
Yeah, yes, I'm here. Sorry, I'm so tired.
We're saying goodbye to the chat.
Yes, I know. Sorry. Thanks for having me once again.
No problem. And see you, everyone.
Adios.